Hey, what's going on, ComicWow.com? This is Comics on TV. My name is Mike.
And I'm Big Rick.
We are talking Daredevil. We're doing things a little different this time. We are doing one episode at a time, 3 times a week, and at the end we're gonna do a little thing where we talk about the entire season. But each episode will only be about that episode.
Right,
we're not
no
gonna jump
foreshadowing
forward.
or any spoilers to episodes.
We're not gonna
coming.
do that to you, because if we were watching one at a time, we like it this way also.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's start off. Oh my God, Matt Murdock, Charlie Cox, Daredevil is a badass.
Absolutely. When we first see Matt Murdock, Daredevil, he's stopping some young ladies getting put into a crate down by the docks, and he is awesome. You know that he has martial arts skills, and you also see that maybe there's a little bit more to him than just some ass kicking.
Oh my God, you get the little taste of his baton, like what's to come, but like he just doesn't use the baton. It hurt me a little bit. The baton got lost. I'm like, no, you need the baton.
Well, it is iconic to the character.
It is.
But when you see him ricochet that thing off and knock that guy with the sandwich over in the chair, that was amazing. That's Daredevil.
Yeah, that was Daredevil. And I cannot say it enough. The tone, the character, the writing, everything is perfect.
Spot on. You know that it's a Spartacus relation in that the fight scenes are just so graphic and off the hook with
and none of them the same. They're just so emotional almost each fight. We get the origin storyline very glazed over. It's exactly what it needs to be.
Right.
It's going to impact each episode, a la I would say Arrow.
Right, you're gonna just like an Arrow where you're gonna see the flashbacks and build on the character so we become more invested in said character.
Yeah,
that's what this
without
is
hitting us every day with he was a child and he became this and
Right.
We don't need all that. What we do need is seeing the start of Foggy and Murdock Law.
That was amazing, and their first client.
Oh my God, Karen Page did not see it coming. The beautiful Jessica from True Blood.
Yes.
Bloodied.
Dead body, knife, but not her, or is it?
Murdock doesn't think so.
Murdock doesn't think so. And
she's not being charged.
Every time he's like talking to somebody, he's all quiet, and you hear this. What's going on with that? And is it him nervous? I
don't know. But what's great about this is there is a bigger villain at play when it comes to Karen's.
Right, and we can't talk about him.
We're not going to talk about it. But we know she has a flash drive. We can't say his name.
Right, yeah.
Can't.
Yeah, the employer.
Yeah, but she has a flash drive, and it's very important. But there is a group.
Yes, the group of bad guys. You have Mrs. Gao, who's this Asian Chinese lady.
Knows all their names. That's great.
Who speaks Mandarin the entire episode. You don't.
But everybody,
they don't subtitle it. I'm like, oh, what does she say? Oh, and then you get a what is the employer's main communicator?
Why you gotta do that to me? I don't know that. I'm terrible with names.
Okay, and then there's a Japanese guy who's known as Nagu, who just his presence alone, there's something about that guy he's a badass.
Oh yeah.
All right, and then there's the Russians. The Russians who are the ones that started the whole human trafficking thing, or that...
You find out that they're connected to the beginning, which is great because it segues really into the end.
Right.
Well, but we're not going to get into the end just yet. We're getting to the fact that Matt knows that there's something going on with Karen. There's something bigger, and an assassin comes to take Karen out.
Well, she goes back to her apartment to find said information on her little drive. And why did they not search her place? Because that's the first place everybody hides something. Is right in that overhead vent. She gets it. Bad guy comes out of the shadows. Starts choking her out a little bit. Boom, out of the shadows.
But I can't say this enough. The rawness, even the violence that happens to Karen is just so raw and real.
Right.
Like she's manhandled. She's thrown into walls. Like she is. It's bad. It's graphic. You kind of twinge a little bit. Like whoa.
And not only that, when she's in jail.
Oh yeah.
You find out just how much influence the employer and that group of bad guys has. In that a cop basically tries to choke her out and make her look like a suicide.
Yeah, she knows there's some things going on.
Right. So there's a lot of this.
Yes, there's a lot of the fight scene with this guy. Out the window, on the street. There's a little bit in the trailer with dripping and everything. So amazing. Cannot say enough about how every fight is different.
And I would never
Every fight
guess
is
that
real.
the actor who was playing Daredevil, Cox, right, is... I only seen him as the character from Stardust.
I know him from, Boardwalk Empire.
Right, I've never watched Boardwalk Empire. But I see him as this character from Stardust who, in the show he learns a little fencing, but I didn't realize that he learned Kung Fu and that he had freaking all this acrobatic ability and could kick ass like he does.
It was amazing. Then we get treated with an awesome montage where we see the villains are getting together, got a montage. And then we're training in the gym, got another montage.
Right.
And then you see Daredevil standing on a rooftop listening to his city, to Hell's Kitchen, and trying to figure out who he can help next. And who does he hear the cry of?
The young child.
A young child.
Yep.
Thanks, Russians. Thanks for giving us episode 2. Comment at the bottom. Tell us what you think.
Also find us on Facebook.
And go to Twitter at The Real ComicWow. Facebook's mine.
Is it yours?
Yeah. And also Snapchat right above my head here. All I have to do is scan because I have a lot of room
ComicWow guys, if you can't scan. ComicWow guys. And also on www.comicwow.com. Go there, make a profile, become part of the community because it's your community.
And you can check out our videos on YouTube and Vimeo as well.
Nice.
Yeah.